Hey, this is Tyrese Anderson. What I want to talk about today is the real reason why the left is losing steam in America. Not only for politics, but people in general who are not considering themselves Democrats anymore. For this video, unlike a lot of videos that will bring up a lot of topics that you hear about all the time, like cancel culture, trying to push an agenda on people and stuff and all that type of stuff, you will get the real reason why they are actually losing steam in America. And it's not for the reason you would possibly expect from a first-hand perspective. So let's get started. So the real reason why Democrats or left-wing people, whatever you like to say, are losing steam in America and are losing popularity in America is the biggest reason that a lot of people have complained about in the past, which is the truth, is that they don't know how to fight. They, because the thing about the left wing is that unlike the right wing are just like bullies, okay? Especially their people, their pundits, the people who represent them, like Fox, like the people on Fox News, the people on the platform, obviously the government platform, like the politicians, they're like bullies, okay? They go on the offense. They will terrorize you, put you down, but you know what you always find out at the end of the day? If the person who's being bullied fights back, especially, in general, not all the time, but mostly, you tend to realize that they actually are the weakest people imaginable. I'm talking about the bully, okay? I'm talking about the bully here. There's there are some of the weakest people you can possibly imagine, okay? And that's the truth of the matter. And that's the real reason why they're losing is that they're not fighting back. Everything from the politicians are not going on the offense. Like look at even politicians like Barack Obama or politicians like Joe Biden or just even many different lower members of the Democratic Party. You never really see them go on the offense when they're criticized. They do sometimes, but not very often. And they're not consistent with it. They won't constantly criticize somebody, and they don't go they don't go on the offense in general. And not only do they not go on the offense and correct the people for their statements, they don't make statements that also are good at reasoning things, just like for the gun control issue. You never hear them saying, okay, we're going to, we want to put limits on gun rules, but at the same time, we're not going to take away your guns away. They don't do that type of stuff because obviously, America, especially being a big nation, with all the land they have, and of course, there's a lot of criminals or even just straight up animals that are dangerous, you want to have guns. It's something that you can use to defend yourself. But the truth of the matter is that Democrats don't defend themselves for issues like that. They don't. Or even for other issues, the politicians, of course, the political Democrats, they don't defend themselves. Even for other issues, such as the rising price of food and all that type of stuff, you never hear them say, well, that's not our fault for that. Because truth be told, it's happening all over the world. Like I live here in Canada and it's happening here. That has literally nothing to do with Joe Biden. But you don't hear them actually say that type of stuff. And if they do, they say it in closed circles. They don't go on the offense and say that's not true. Truth be told. And that's the real reason why they're losing. Because people might say, well, it's because of the things that they're trying to push, like cancel culture and all that type of stuff. I don't believe that. Because truth be told, no political party is perfect. All political parties, both of them have flaws. Now, do I believe they do go around canceling people too much? Yes. But even then, that's just random people on Twitter. What does that have to do with the politicians? And also look at the Republican Party. You know, they're pretty much just a white supremacist party that's just obsessed with making sure that white people have the privileges that they have, and I don't have to compete with minorities. That's the truth of the matter when it comes to the Republican Party. So no party's perfect. So if you make that type of statement, that's kind of flawed. Look at how badly, look at how many people have died directly pretty much because of COVID-19 because of them. So you can't really make that argument. And there's always a possibility somebody can at least correct things, like in the case of the left wing side about cancel culture and where things are going too far and stuff. So truth be told, that argument is kind of flawed. It's because they don't defend themselves. That's the biggest reason I think that causes a lot of it. Now, the second reason to go along with it, that pretty much kind of relates to the first reason, well, obviously, is also due to the fact that Republic, that liberals, the everyday people, don't defend themselves. Like even when you look at Republicans online, you can kind of tell by the Republicans. They always go on the offense. They go on videos that have videos by things like CNN, MSNBC, and they post their commentary all the time about, oh, Joe Biden sucks, this and that. You never hear them do that for Trump, or liberals do that for Trump, I should say, instead, or just want on the offense. And if you're going to have people going around obviously causing problems and talking down to you, if you're not going to offend yourself, then people are going to realize, going to think it's okay to do that type of stuff. It's like a bull. If you don't fight back, eventually he's going to start thinking that it's okay to do it. It's not even a case of, yes, I know what I'm doing is wrong, but I'm still doing it. But they're going to start thinking, no, it's actually okay. This kid doesn't care. So why not? And that's what I'm trying to say here. And that's the real reason why liberals are losing, is that the everyday people don't go on the offense enough. You have to go on the offense. You can't just stay on the defense and expect to win. Besides, I don't besides Percy myself, I don't really like the Republican Party. I think they're flawed, and even aside from the race issue, they kind of screw things up. Just like the healthcare issue. Exactly back to the point I made before. The healthcare issue. They're not going to make it a socialist country. It's not a sign that America's going to be socialist or communist because of healthcare. I live in Canada where we still have freedom of speech. We still have all those things. But that's the thing about liberals, is that they don't know how to go on the offense, whether politically or on a ground to ground basis. And that's why the Republicans make their lives a complete living hell, at least politically. And this shows you in life why, if any time in life anyone's giving you problems, you fight back. You don't just take it. Forget this whole turning the other cheek sort of crap. You have to defend yourself, because when you defend yourself, they're going to leave you alone. If you don't defend yourself, they're going to continue to harass you, and they're going to make your life an absolute living hell. So truth be told, that's the biggest reason. I don't know if this video will change anything, but I'm just putting the facts here. And that's the real truth of why the left is losing steam in America. And that's my video. If you like more videos from me, remember to hit the subscribe button and thumbs this video up. And that's all I have to say. Hope you enjoyed it. Anyway, later.